So it'll be Herrin and Carrier Mills going on it. And then our final game of the morning broadcast will be the number 4 seed Carterville taking on the Fighting Cardinals of NCOE. So I'm going to kind of step aside. I'm going to try, may my stats be as accurate as what yours were. Cole Carter is going to take over the play-by-play on this Herrin Carrier Mills game.
Yeah, there's no doubt this game probably won't be the most thrilling game of the tournament. I can imagine that Hamilton County Harrisburg game probably the closest game of the day.
So far.
So far, definitely, but yeah, Carrier Mills, man, it's just been a rough year for them. 1-9, I believe, on the season.
10.
So 1-10 on the year, and Herrin, the only undefeated team here this year. Saw Herrin earlier in the year at the Duke Coin Tip-Off Classic against Carmine. I'm not sure there'll be many teams in this tournament or many teams in the area in general that could compete with them. If they're a 3A school and if they were 2A, they'd be favorites to win the state title down here, that's for sure. But we're going to see them bright and early this morning against a Carrier Mills team that, again, struggling this year. But as far as the Herrin Tigers, head coach Sailor Shirts, they won the championship last year for the first time, beating Massac County in the championship. And the big thing for this team, Roger, and you can notice as a coach, when you're going up against a team that's got 10, 11, 12 guys that can play in a game that all can be starters on any team in this tournament, that's tough to go against.
Yeah, no question. And, you know, Herrin, this is their 12th year. They are 28-11. They know how to win. They won it last year. The year before, I think, was canceled. The year before that, they finished second. What you got to be careful of sometimes, you know, I mean, let's be honest, this game will probably be lopsided.
Yeah.
You know, you want your kids to play. You want to get some playing time. You don't want to run up the score, and yet you got to be careful. You don't want one of your kids to get hurt.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you are the Herrin Tigers, you can imagine their eyes probably aren't on this game right now. They're more or less focused on probably Harrisburg, if anything.
Right.
But you still got to come in and put the guys on the floor and still try to win a basketball game. But as far as Carrier Mills, I mean, Roger, I mean, what do you tell? What do you tell your team in a situation like this? You're playing one of the toughest 1 seeds we've seen in a while, but and obviously Herrin, if there was a betting man out there, probably I'd say 40-plus point favorites in this game.
But what did Eastern Illinois University do to Iowa?
Hey, you're exactly right.
Wow. But I don't
seen
really
crazier things happen.
But you know, you look at the. Of course, I don't have the starters down yet for Carrier Mills, but looking at the roster, they've got one kid. Well, one kid at 6 foot. He's a sophomore, Jalen Ellis. And then Roman Tabron, he's a sophomore at 6'1". Only one senior on the squad, no juniors. Then you flip over there and you look at Herrin, 6'4", 6'5", 6'1", and the fact that they can come out and they can really shoot the basketball as well.
Yeah, no question. And as far as Carrier Mills, only one senior on the roster, Les York. He's a 5'6" senior, and not having that senior leadership also is going to hurt. It's one thing to have a down year, to be a team that's not going to win many games, but you can learn. But when you don't have much senior leadership, that's really hard to do.
Well, no, like I said, no juniors at all, only one senior, and 1, 2, 3, 4 freshmen, and the rest made up in sophomores. So, you know, you just tell your kids, hey, guys, come out. We're going to play hard, do the best you can. You know, that's all you can do. We mentioned, I think, the other night on our show that several years ago, I think it was Meridian and Pope County. And Pope County was kind of in this same scenario as what Carrier Mills was. And it was like, I don't know, Meridian scored like 38 points in the first 5 minutes. And, I mean, sometimes you can't tell your kids not to score. You know, a couple of things you can do. You know, say, all right, guys, we're not going to play man. We're going to play a straight zone. We're not going to fast break. But still, you can't tell the kids, all right, now don't shoot the basketball, because especially, you know, if you're a JV player and you get in a varsity game, hey, give me the ball. I'm putting that sucker up.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think for Sailor Shirts and the Tigers, the biggest thing is get a lead early, get your guys out, and let the JV play. Yeah. And let the JV get some EHT playing time, because that's, you know, being a kid that doesn't get a lot of varsity minutes at the JV level, this is your chance to show a couple thousand people what you got.
And use it, you know, Herrin can use it like as a practice game. All right, we'll work on our offense, or we'll work on our zone offense, work on our man, whatever it may be. But again, you can't show too much, because if you do, that other coach, and then you know that Coach Fehrenbacher is sitting there writing everything down.
Yeah. So before we meet the starters, I want to let you know that the starter lineup is brought to you by your local Hucks Market. Join the Hucks Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon every day for a limited time. Download the Hucks Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app. That's going to take some time to get used to.
I stumbled over to the other game.
Start earning your big rewards today. Get exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel, discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play. So the starters for both teams here in the second game of the 58th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament for the number 1 seed Herrin Tigers. They're going to start Reese Billingsley. He is a 5'11 senior, as well as number 15, Maddox Billingsley. He is a 6'1 sophomore. And number 21, that is Kyrese Lukens. Number 32, Fox Connor. He is a 6'4 senior. And number 33, Hayden Mayer. Mayer was the MVP of last year's EHT. He is a 6'2 senior. Bit of a different group from here than what we saw earlier in the year against Carmi. There to go Billingsley, Lukens, Connor, and Mayer. And congratulations to Sailor Shirts. He got engaged over the holiday weekend. So congratulations to Herrin head coach Sailor Shirts on his engagement. Take a look at the Carrier Mills starting 5. They're going to go with Jalen Ellis. He is a 6' sophomore. Number 3, that is Logan Darenbaugh. And number 4 as well, Robbie Hadley.
Number 11.
Yep, number 11, Eli Taylor. Trying to write these down as quickly as I can. And number 41, Nate Schaefer for Austin Farrell and his crew. Again, Carrier Mills just 1-10 on the year. Herrin a perfect 9-0 going into this year's EHT number 1 seed, and they are the team to beat, no question.
This Kyrese Lukens, sophomore, is starting. Last year as a freshman, he was all conference, averaged 8.5 points a game.
Yeah, he can play.
Not bad.
And I think, Roger, this is the first time you're seeing this team this year. You'll learn every guy that comes in off the bench
can play.
They can play. And I'm not kidding when you say that you could take each of their 11 players and put them on any team in this tournament. They're going to be a starter.
No question about that. Again, they won it last year. The drawback was they were a 3A ball club and no problems basically in their 2A, and would have been in 2A regional, but they got up there. They won the regional, first round of the sectional. They got killed.
We want to thank J.C. Tinsley, who's back at the WRUL studio, getting us on the air. Again, all 26 games can be listened to on 97.3 WRUL. And a big thanks to Haley Winkleman and Asher Penrod, who are with us, getting us on the air on the YouTube side, on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. You can watch every game of this year's EHT there on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. So they have introduced both starting 5s, and this gym is already getting about, I'd say, 3/4 the way full, if not more, already here for the second game.
Well, the next ball game, NCOE and Carterville, 4 against, we want to say 13, but usually you just see what they have done in the past, seed the top 8, and then try and match up, accordingly. Try to avoid conference games if you can, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. Just like in that first game, you got the Black Diamond against the River to River. This game, Black Diamond against the GEC. Next game, Carterville against the GEC. I tell you what, they come out on the floor, you look at the size of Herrin, you look at Carrier Mills, it looks like little boys out there.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Wow.
Looking at Carrier Mills starting 5, Ellis 6 foot, Darenbaugh 5'7", Hadley 5'6". I mean, yeah, you're right about that.
And then you look at the other side, 6'5", 6'4", 6'2".
This is really as bad as lopsided as it gets.
Oh,
a little bit of an early jump.
Billingsley got up there too, didn't he, on the false jump.
Connor wins the tip, and Herrin has the basketball, and we're underway here in game number 2 of the 58th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Here's Kyrese Lukens on the right top, goes to left side to Mayer. Hook pass left corner to Maddox Billingsley. He'll go cross court to the other Billingsley. That's Reese Billingsley. His shot is no good. Connor with the offensive rebound, and he'll go up and score. Fox Connor for 2, and it's 2-0 Herrin just like that. The Tigers apply a bit of a half-court pressure here against Carrier Mills. That's Hadley into the front court. That pass taken away by Lukens to Billingsley. Back to Lukens. Back to Billingsley. And the layup up and good. We're going to see Herrin play like it's just a pickup game at Bradshaw Park today, I can imagine.
I would imagine, yep.
4-0 Tigers, 7:15 to go here in the first quarter. Tapagis Taylor. He wants to go inside. His
nice move.
Left-handed shot up and good. And so Carey Mills gets one back. It's 4-2 Herrin. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Lukens goes left side. This is Billingsley to Connor down low out in the near corner. Back to Billingsley. Over on the right side, Lukens. Far corner, it's Mayer. Catch and shoot three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Ellis for Carrier Mills. So here come the Wildcats, 4-2 Herrin, and they turn it over as they nearly threw it away. Now it's Mayer going the other way for Herrin. He'll lay it up and in with the right hand. The reigning EHT MVP, Hayden Mayer, makes it 6-2 Tigers. Into the front court comes Taylor.
Right
It's
through him.
Down low, and a little finger roll shot is no good, but they call the foul as Taylor got inside over to the free throw line.
What I like to see there, Carey Mills, they're not backing off. I mean, he took it right at him.
Fox Connor is called for the foul for Herrin. That's his first, and first foul called for either side in this first half. 6-4 Herrin. This is game number 2 of this year's EHT. Carterville and NCOE coming up at around 11:30. And the first free throw for Taylor is off the mark.
You know, we appreciate the people. You know, we're sitting outside this year. Come by and pat you on the back. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, that type of thing. And then you kind of lose your focus and somebody will pat you on the back. Good to see you. They call you by name and you're going, who is that guy? I have no idea who it is.
Second free throw for Taylor is going to get the friendly bounce. Taylor's got all 3 for the Wildcats, and it's 6-3 Herrin. Tigers quickly the other way. Billingsley left top. Now it's Lukens between the circles. He'll go to his right side. 6:18 to play here in the first quarter. 6-3 Herrin. Lukens left side to Billingsley. At the block left side, it's
pass.
Connor who dumps it off to Mayer, who hit the shot and the foul. Connor with a unique little no-look pass to Mayer, who hit the shot, drew the foul. He'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, Carey Mills has got some quickness. They're playing that 2-3 zone, and I mean they're moving well.
Second free throw, and one free throw for Mayer is good. He's got 5. Leading scorer, 9-3 Herrin. 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Taylor into the front court, poked away by Billingsley. He'll go up with the right hand and scores.
Third turnover by Carrier Mills.
Maddox Billingsley with the basket. He's got 2, 11-3. Herrin with the advantage into the front court. This is Hadley with it. The left elbow, it's Hadley. His shot up and good. So when Carrier Mills has got things in the half court, they haven't looked too bad.
2 of 3 from the field.
Herrin leads 11-5. Lukens will fire a 3 on the right corner, is no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Ellis for the Carrier Mills Wildcats. 11-5. Herrin with the lead. 5.5 to play in this first quarter, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Carrier Mills, an illegal screen. Now we'll go against Ellis.
Offensive foul. I know Hamilton County would like to have seen a couple of offensive fouls there in that ball game and that tough loss to Harrisburg.
5:25 to play here in the first quarter. 11-5 Herrin. Left side, here's Mayer. He stops, pops, shoots. He makes it look so easy.
Well, it is. I mean, just, you know.
7 points for Hayden Mayer, 13-5 Herrin. Ellis gets it across half court, left side. Now double team. Lukens comes from behind and takes it away. He throws it up ahead. Ellis tips it away. They get it to Mayer down low. Cutting is Fox Connor for the layup. And a timeout taken by Carrier Mills. A 30-second timeout with your score. Herrin 15, the Wildcats 5. We'll take a 30-second break right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmine. From routine care, vaccines, and DOT physicals to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
Back here at Duff Kingston, Herrin leading Carrier Mills 15-5. Cole Carter and Roger Hobbs with you. Carrier Mills has the basketball and full court pressure being applied by Herrin. Ellis into the front court. Gets it across the half-court line. Double team now, throws it up. Picked off by Mayer, one-on-one, and he'll go right at Ellis and lays it up and in. It's going to be tough to make those long cross-court passes against Herrin.
Well, you can see why they're undefeated.
Yeah. Tigers have not gone to their bench yet, and right on that cue, there's 5 guys walking to the scores table. Corner 3 on the way.
Whoa.
That one up and good from Hadley. Hadley's got 5 for Carrier Mills, make it 17-8. On the right top, Billingsley, bounce pass to Mayer. Goes cross court left side, Lukens catching 3 on the way. That one's up and good for Kyrese Lukens. He's got 3. Roger mentioned he was a starter last year as a freshman. He's a fantastic player as a sophomore. 20-8, Herrin with the advantage. They go on the right top. Here's Taylor. He gets around a trap in the near corner. This is going to be Darren Baugh with it. He's going to throw it into the backcourt, and this will be a backcourt violation against Carrier Mills.
5th turnover for the Wildcats. Wholesale substitution. What do they call that in hockey? Line change?
Not a big hockey guy, Roger. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Well, I watched Miracle the other night.
There you go. A whole new team in for Herrin. They're going to go with Taylor Brandon as well as Keegan Weber. Mason Cole is in there. Grady Cox and Cameron Christ is the 5 new players for Herrin, and Christ will turn it over as he gets called for the traveling violation in the near corner. 20-8, Herrin with the lead. 3:44 to play in this first quarter. Game number 2, this year's EHT.
First turnover for the Tigers.
Into the front court, this is Taylor. Guarded by Cox, now pulls it out on the right top. Back to the top of the circle to Ellis. Ellis looks, dribbling left, trying to get around. Cole goes on the far side to Darren Baugh out in the far corner. This is Hadley with it. Now back to the top of the circle. They go on the right side to Taylor. Taylor will get a screen from Schaefer. Goes back on the near side, Ellis. He puts on the floor, gets inside, and he will draw the foul. They're on the drive against Herrin. Helby against Mason Cole. That's his first foul.
Only the first foul against Herrin. Played 5 minutes.
On the second foul, they called one against Connor there in that
missed that one.
first few minutes. Can't imagine a lot of fouls will be called in this game unless they're pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Taylor gets inside, got to take it away. That time they throw it up ahead. This is Brandon at the other end, and Taylor Brandon lays it up and in with the right hand. Saw Brandon come off the bench there in the Duke Coin Tip-Off Classic and score about 15 points against Carmi there in the championship game. He's a pretty good shooter. 22-8, Herrin with the lead. Hadley will pull up from the free throw line. I'll tell you what, Hadley not scared to shoot. He's got 7 points. Robbie Hadley, the 5'6" senior, leading scorer for Carrier Mills, make it 22-10. Cole at the free throw line. Cox's shot is up and good. And with that, a timeout will be taken by Carrier Mills. This will be a full timeout, so we will take one as well with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Herrin leads 24-10. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmine, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
And then Asher Penrod with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Lots of basketball left to come today. We've got Carterville and NCOE coming up at about 11:30. Here's Robbie Hadley. 3-point shot on the way. How about this kid? The 5'6" senior, Robbie Hadley.
Give me the ball and go play defense.
Keeping the Wildcats in striking distance. 24-13 with 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. On the right top, here's a corner three on the way from Mason Cole. It's no good, and Ellis grabs the rebound. Here come the Wildcats down by 11. Ellis on the left top. He'll get a screen from Schaefer. Now goes on the right side. Back to the left top, into the hands of Darren Baugh. Darren Baugh dribbles left, back to Hadley. Hadley getting a screen, trying to get some sort of opening. Fades away and scores again. Robbie Hadley putting on a show, giving Carrier Mills something positive. They're within 9 at 24-15. Hadley's got 12 points. The left top, here's Brandon.
Carrier Mills doesn't realize they're supposed to lose. They're coming out here, they're playing. There's a steal.
Nothing to lose as Hadley takes it away and he's fouled.
Second turnover for Herrin.
And Saylor Schultz quickly says starters get back in there.
Yeah.
Well, and you're exactly right, Roger. If you're a team like Herrin, the biggest school in the tournament, playing the smallest school in the tournament, 1 against 16, of course you're going to come in and not play your hardest game.
And it's hard to get the kids, guys,
Absolutely.
we still got to play.
Absolutely. And Carrier Mills is the exact opposite.
Right.
Nothing to lose.
Full court pressure by the Tigers.
Yep, as expected, as Ellis will get it across the timeline. Now he's double teamed, picks up his dribble, hands it off to Taylor on the left side, and he will draw the foul against Reese Billingsley. With 1:19 to play here in the first quarter. 24-15, Herrin with the lead.
Herrin has missed 2 shots, and Carrier Mills has missed 1. Of course, Carrier Mills don't have as many shots.
Taylor on the right top, met there by Connor. Bit of a size mismatch here. He tries to go around Connor, spins down low, and
call for travel.
Took about 1 too many steps.
It was a good spin move. Even better with that extra step they allow you to, well, they don't allow you to take. NBA would have been a great move.
He had 5'11" on 6'4" there, and Connor forces the traveling violation. Final minute here in the first quarter. Herrin leading Carrier Mills 24-15. 3-point shot from Billingsley in the near corner is no good, but an offensive rebound by Mayer, and he goes back up and hits the shot. That high arm jump shot above the head. You don't see that a whole lot in today's game. And that's going to be a traveling violation as Taylor tried to drive right into Fox Connor. And no charge, no block. They just call travel.
8 turnovers.
That'll get you. 11-point Herrin lead, 26-15, and Herrin turns it right back over, but then Carrier Mills turns it right back over. But they're going to say it was last touched by the Tigers. It will stay with the Wildcats. 35.6 seconds to play here in the first quarter. We got our first sub in the game for Carrier Mills. Lester York will check in.
Shooting has been phenomenal. Harris, looking at Carrier Mills, 7 of 8.
Get into the backcourt. This is Darren Baugh with it. On the left side, Hadley. In the far corner, Ellis. He wants to go baseline, goes right at Fox Connor, and they're going to call him for a blocking foul. Well, Roger, one thing I'm
16.
noticing is Herrin has a 6'5" junior, Jonathan Harrison, who started last year, started earlier in the year. He has not played yet today. Didn't start, didn't come in that second platoon, so interesting what's going on there. They go to bounce pass down low to Hadley, and that one goes out of bounds. It will go back over to Herrin.
Lots of turnovers. There's 9 here in the first quarter. Herrin has 3.
And the Herrin lead is 11, 26-15 here. Final 18 seconds to go in this first quarter. The right top puts Lukens down near side to Mayer. That pass nearly taken away. It is taken away by Hadley. Hadley with 9 seconds. Now gets triple team, gets it out. That pass deflected, and it goes out of bounds at the scores table with 5.9 seconds to play in this first quarter. Carrier Mills not letting Herrin just embarrass them here in this first half. They're hitting some shots.
Yes, they are.
Final 4 seconds. Here's Ellis. Pulls up.
Stop and pop.
It is going to roll in at the buzzer. Jalen Ellis has put the Wildcats within 9 after 1 quarter of play. 26-17. That's probably the most points Herrin's allowed in the first quarter all season long. We'll take a 1-minute break. right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in Eldorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi has over 500 eyeglass frames to choose from in stock. Also, a large selection of designer sunglass, non-prescription or prescription. Taylor Eye Care treats every patient like a member of their family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Call Taylor Eye Care at 618-382-4683 for your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
Back here at Duff Kingston, start of the second quarter. It's Herrin leading Carrier Mills 26-17. Cole Carter and Roger Hobbs with you. J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. And Haley Winkelman and Asher Penrod working the camera and laptop for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. 161 of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. We appreciate it. That foul going to be called against Herrin on the drive by... That was Ellis who drove in. That foul call against Fox Connor. That's his 3rd foul already in this first half.
Herrin goes 12 of 16 the first quarter. Carrier Mills goes 8 of 9.
Let it fly, Roger.
There you go.
Let it fly. You think about UMBC and Virginia a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament, 1 against 16 seed, and a loose ball here in front of the Herrin bench, and it will be a jump ball with the arrow favoring Herrin.
10 turnovers for the Cats. Cut back on those turnovers. They're shooting well enough to win. 8 of 9. And even though Herrin's shooting at 75%, they're getting outshot percentage-wise.
Lukens on the left top goes to Billingsley. He'll let a 3 fly. That one's good for Maddox Billingsley. And eventually this Herrin team will just start to make it rain. As here's Hadley into the front court for Carrier Mills, and the corner 3 is on the way. That one's no good from Darren Baugh, and the rebound going to be grabbed by Mayer. Here comes Herrin the other way with numbers. Lukens into the front court. 2-step to the basket. Shot no good. Might have been blocked by Taylor just a little bit, but Lukens got it back. Second chance here for Herrin. Taylor in the far corner. 3 on the way. See what I mean? They can just get hot in a hurry. The lead up to 15, 32-17. Well, at least these two teams are making it interesting.
Yes.
Hadley into the front court, wide open as Schaefer, nobody in front. He'll lay it up and in.
Wow.
Look what I found. 32-19, and quickly the other way, it's Reese Billingsley. His shot no good, and they'll call a foul as Hadley came down and hit him on the way back up. But they're going to call a foul on the floor. Will be Herrin ball under their own basket. 6:42 to play here in the second quarter. 32-19, Herrin with the advantage. And Billingsley will inbound. He looks, bounce pass on the near side to Taylor. He'll let a 3 fly. Back-to-back threes for Brandon Taylor.
3 for 3 this quarter.
This kid can shoot. 35-19. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. Taylor gets it into Hadley for Carrier Mills. He's double-teamed, lobs it up to Darren Baugh. That pass overthrown and picked off by Mayer for Herrin. Mayer comes the other way in the far corner. Lukens thought about a 3. That's Billingsley, actually, who goes baseline and dumps it off to Mayer, who lays it up and in. Brandon Mayer with 13 first-half points. Hayden Mayer, I should say, excuse me. And a behind-the-back pass from Hadley is taken away by Billingsley, and he lays it up and in. And you're starting to see the big difference between these two teams quickly.
Could have been Coach Schertz had a little talk with him there at the end of the quarter.
I would say it's very likely. Billingsley will shoot the and-one free throw. It's quickly a 20-point Herrin lead, 39-19. Free throw on the way for Billingsley. Missed that one. Rebound grabbed by Taylor for Carrier Mills. And quick jump ball forced by Reese Billingsley, with the arrow favoring the Wildcats.
You know, I'm just looking. Carrier Mills has no offensive rebounds. They've just missed one shot.
Taylor will inbound, gets it in to Ellis. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 39-19, Herrin with the lead. That pass at the feet of Schaefer, and it's going to be picked up by Billingsley. This is Maddox Billingsley, who pulls up for three, and that one's up and good. And this is kind of what we...
4 straight threes.
Starting to see kind of what we expected from this game.
Right.
And we had a quick whistle. I think they were checking to see if everybody was okay from that loose ball. And Mason Cole will check back in for Herrin. 5:46 to play in the second quarter. 42-19. Herrin with the lead. They get it inside to Taylor. Taylor will be double teaming to the backcourt. They'll get it across half court on his own though. Picks it up. Now goes top of the circle to Ellis. Ellis back to Taylor. He'll let a three fly. Good.
Oh. Anything you can do, I can do. Carey Mills 3 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Taylor's got 9. The lead down to 20. 42-22, and kick ball against the Wildcats. It will stay with Herrin. 5:25 to play here in the second quarter.
Herrin 5 of 7 from the 3. They've hit their last 4 in a row.
So Brandon Taylor will inbound for Herrin with a 20-point lead. He looks to inbound, looks. He will lob it in on the right side. This is Mason Cole with it. Cole dribbles in the far corner, back to Taylor. Lob down low to Mayer, who goes up. Missed the shot, but he got his own rebound. Tries to go back up, and he does, and he scores. Hayden Mayer, 15 first half points for Herrin, and they've doubled up Carey Mills. It's 44-22.
You see why he was MVP last year.
Yeah.
Another shot at it this year, perhaps.
They go left side to Ellis. Pick and roll, not there. Goes back to, this is going to be Hadley who has it. He draws the foul.
Yeah, we've had quite a shooting exhibition.
This is a Herrin team that can score 70-plus points with ease. We've already got 44 here halfway through the second quarter.
Be interesting to see Vienna later today. They're averaging 84 points a game.
And there is possibly a chance that these two teams could meet. Carterville, I'm looking ahead, thinking about Vienna and Herrin, but that's, of course, probably Wednesday looking at. Both free throws no good from Taylor. Here comes Herrin the other way. It's Billingsley who will draw the foul. Or correction, that was number 5. That was Christ who got the pass, went up, and he drew the foul. He'll shoot 2. Hope everybody listening and watching had a Merry Christmas yesterday. Those of you that didn't make the drive here, you're lucky, because it was not a fun drive.
Think of the experience you gained, though, on riding on ice and snow.
First free throw for Chris is up and good.
You know, I think I've alluded to the fact, you know, since this was a ball game, you can't cancel it.
Can't cancel it, no.
But if this was a school day,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you're watching the radar from 4:30 this morning. Hope you get that phone call.
4:44 to play here in the second quarter. 45-22, Herrin with the lead. And, of course, we got here early enough to where they hadn't cleared all the roads off yet. I'm sure this afternoon will be just fine.
Yes.
Second free throw for Chris is up and good. 46-22, Herrin with the lead. Into the front court comes Taylor. He goes right to the basket, and they could have called that about 3 different things, but they're going to call a foul against Herrin as Taylor went in like a bull in a china shop. That will be on Grady Cox. That's his first foul, the 8th Herrin foul. Like I said, the foul was on the shot. Okay. Or they're in the bonus either way. Yeah. Is it a 1-on-1 or a 2-shot foul?
We shall see.
46-22 the score. Herrin with the lead, and we'll say it's a 1-on-1. So Taylor, the
very observant, my friend.
Hey, doing my best. 9 points for Taylor. Make it, now we'll stay at 9 as he missed the front end of a 1-on-1. Cox with the rebound, and here comes Herrin the other way. Luke into the front court to the basket with the left hand. Oh. That shot no good, and the rebound grabbed by Hadley for the Carrier Mills Wildcats. 46-22 is your score. Hadley thought about pulling up, and he took one too many steps doing so. A traveling violation.
14 turnovers for Carrier Mills, 5 this quarter.
14 turnovers and a 24-point deficit. Those go hand in hand. Lukens goes left side to Cole. He'll put it on the floor to the basket. He goes with the right hand. Shot no good. Ellis grabs the rebound. Wildcats come the other way. Ellis crossover left side. Looking, now goes back to Hadley on the right top. Hadley trying to get a screen from Schaefer. Now gets double teamed. Got it taken away by Christ. And here comes Herrin the other way. Under 4 to play in the second quarter. 46-22 your score. Over on the right side, here's Taylor. Back on the right top. They swing it around. Christ now left side to Lukens. Back to the top of the circle. Taylor will let a 3 fly deep from the right side. It's short, and the rebound into the hands of Cole. They're going to say an offensive foul against Herrin there on the rebound.
Tell you what, there haven't been very many rebounds thus far.
How many missed shots?
Oh, my. Well, Carey Mills has missed 1.
1 shot the whole half?
Yes. But
And they're losing by 24.
Yeah, I mean, you got 15 turnovers.
Yeah.
That's 15 opportunities that you've had to.
Yeah.
And they're
Ellis goes to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1.
looking to make their first free throw of the ball game, and there it is.
So Ellis has his first point.
Catch 1 of 4 from the line.
He's got 3 points, I stand corrected. Second free throw for Jalen Ellis on the way. He's able to go 2 for 2. He's got 4. 46-24 your score. Herrin with the lead in the basketball. Cracks on the right top, goes to the right hand, baseline drive, that's up and good. So that is Cameron Christ who scores. 48-24 Tigers, 3:20 to play here in the second quarter. Ellis picks up his dribble, looking to get rid of it, still looking almost a 5 call. But he gets it to Darren Ball left top. Darren Ball drives in and he will draw the foul.
Yeah, I like what Cox did on that foul. When he got by him, he hooked him and then put his hands behind his back like, I didn't do it, I didn't do it.
He didn't do it. He's innocent.
Yeah, well, he didn't mean to. That's, there's a difference there.
Herrin has been pretty handsy defensively. 10 fouls against the Tigers here in this first half. So now a double bonus here for Carey Mills. First free throw for Darren Ball is up and good. He's got 3 points. So Rodney Hadley will also check back in for the Wildcats. Hadley has 12 points for Carey Mills, leading scorer. Second free throw for Darren Ball on the way. He got that one.
Carey Mills has got some shooters.
Yeah.
But they just can't take care of the basketball.
Taylor goes left side to Cox with it. Guarded by Ellis. Back to Taylor. He'll get a screen. Pick and roll with Cox. Very well executed.
Wow.
And Cox with the easy layup.
Basketball 101.
Yep. He's got 4. Makes it 50-26. 2:45 to play here in the second quarter.
Good screen.
Ellis will get a screen from Schaefer, but he picks it up. Ellis back to Darren Ball. Guarded by Christ. Goes left, now back to his right. Picks up his dribble, lobs it up, nobody there, and going to be taken away by Christ for Herrin. The Tigers the other way. Christ picks up his dribble, now dumps it off down low. They swing it around. That's going to be a traveling violation, as that was Keegan Weber who grabbed it, didn't know where to go with it, and gets called for the traveling violation. Another sub in the game for Herrin as Chance Estes checks in.
That was good recovery by Herrin that got back on defense quick enough that forced that turnover. 5 in the ball game for Herrin.
2:17 to play in the second quarter. 50-26, Herrin with the lead. Ellis gets inside. They're going to call a foul on the floor on the drive by Ellis. And that will put him to the free throw line with the Wildcats being the double bonus. We want to remind fans of what's to come at 11:30 approximately. We'll have Carterville and NCOE. That will be the end of the first session. And then Vienna and Edwards County at 1:45, and AJ and Fairfield coming up at 3:15. First free throw for Ellis is up and good. He's got 5 points.
They've hit their last 5 in a row.
50-27. Second free throw for Ellis is on the way. That one's good.
6 in a row after missing.
Loser of this game will play. Loser of this game will play Hamilton County tonight at 10 o'clock. Winner plays Harrisburg tomorrow at 1:45. On the right side, here's Taylor. He'll dribble left, now back left side into the hands of, that is Estes who has it. 3-point shot on the right side from Taylor is no good. Cox grabs the rebound. Cutting back is Taylor. 2 steps inside. They're going to call a jump ball with the arrow favoring Herrin with 1:47 to play here in the second quarter. A 22-point Tiger lead at 50-28.
Carey Mills is not backing away. Be easy to roll over, but they're hanging in there, playing well.
Christ catches the inbounds pass, now goes on the right top to Weber, back to Christ, down the far corner to Taylor. Top of the circle, they swing it around left side. It's Estes, back to Christ, back to Estes. That pass taken away by a Hadley for Carrier Mills. Wildcats the other way. 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. And a nice pass up ahead to York, who scores. Mr. York for 2. 50-30, 20-point Tiger lead as Estes gets inside, and before the traveling violation, they call a blocking foul against Carrier Mills. That will be against York.
Carrier Mills has missed one shot this game, unofficially.
And they're losing by 20 points.
Yeah.
You don't hear that a whole lot.
No, with 16 turnovers.
Taylor will inbound, gets it in the near corner to Christ. He'll drill back to the right side, bounce pass to Cox. They swing it around far corner. Here's Taylor. Top of the circle. They go back left side to Christ. Christ puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble, back in the near corner. Back to Christ, left top, swing it around right side into the hands of Estes. Far corner, Taylor.
Good ball.
Right elbow, Cox. Back to Christ, puts on the floor. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Three-point shot is no good, and Ellis grabs the rebound for Carrier Mills. 50-30, Herrin with the lead. Carrier Mills with the ball as Ellis gets inside. His shot blocked by Taylor. And here come the Tigers the other way. Taylor crossover, gets inside, two-step floater, high off the glass but no good. And Ellis has the rebound. Final 30 seconds here in this first half. Carrier Mills is trying to stay in their ground. They got back within 9 at one point early in this quarter, but the Herrin starters came back in and made a 20-point lead now as Ellis will draw the foul against Taylor, and he'll go to the free throw line with 15.5 seconds to play here in the second quarter.
That's one thing I'm sure Coach Schertz is going to adjust at halftime. Guys, we'll put him at the free throw line. They've shot 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. This will be 13th, 12th, and 13th free throws they've shot.
The first free throw for Ellis is on the way. That one is
good.
Up and good. Guess with that first game going into overtime, we are a bit behind schedule, but that's okay. Ellis has 7 points. And he's got 8 now as he hits both free throws.
Carrier Mills hit their last 8 in a row.
50-32, final 12 seconds. They go left side to Weber, back on the right side, Christ. Far corner, Taylor. Top of the circle. This is Estes, now near side. Back to Weber, 2 seconds. Cox fires a 3 at the buzzer. It's no good. And the first half comes to an end as it was mainly Carrier Mills versus Herrin's second team, but the Tigers still lead by 18 as we go to the break, 50-32. We will take a 3-minute break, do some math for you, and have some halftime stats when we come back right here on 97.3 WRUL.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home. Grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production. Reach out to us to see how we can create something amazing together, all within your budget. Evil Eye Creative Studio. What can we create with you?
Teamwork,
Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects, electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Fouls, double dribbles, air balls. Unfortunately, all part of the game.
But with a great team behind you, you're right back in the game.
Sometimes life knocks you down, but State Farm agent Doug Raber and his team are there to make sure you get back up.
When something unfortunate happens, call me and get peace of mind you're working with a team committed to making sure your life goes right.
Call 618-445-2012. Find Doug Raber on Facebook and on the Square in Albion.
Stop in Silver Dollar Gaming every day December 26th through December 31st and enter to win $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 for guaranteed winners. Located in Carmi, Eldorado, Harrisburg, Herrin, DuQuoin, Alany, Murfreesboro, Salem, and West City. Partnered with J&J Gaming and located only at Silver Dollar Gaming. Must be 21 years of age to enter.
J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Asher Penrod with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Looking at the team shooting stats, Roger, you really wouldn't guess this is an 18-point game.
Wow.
Carrier Mills letting them fly and hitting their shots.
Let's look at Carrier Mills. They are 8 of 9 on 2-pointers, 3 of 3 on threes. They missed their second shot of the ball game and then have just, wow. 11 of 12, whatever that percentage is, I don't know, but that's good.
Yeah.
Herrin on the other time, they're 16 of 25 on twos, 5 of 11 on threes. So that puts them at 21 of 36, so they're shooting 67%. The big thing is, though, is on turnovers. Herrin was 6, and Carrier Mills was 16. Rebounds about the same. Herrin has 7 rebounds, 6 of them are offensive. Carrier Mills with 8 rebounds, all defensive. But again, Herrin's got to the line 6 times, hit 3. Carrier Mills 9 of 13.
Again, halftime score, Herrin leading Carrier Mills 50-32. Individually scoring-wise, there in that first half, Herrin was led by Hayden Mayer, who had 15 points. They got 10 from Maddox Billingsley, 2 from Reese Billingsley, 3 from Kyrie Slukins, 4 from Fox Connor, 5 from Taylor Brandon, as well as 4 from Grady Cox and 4 from Cameron Christ. For the Carrier Mills Wildcats, they were led by Robbie Hadley, who had 12 points there in the first half, 9 from Eli Taylor, 8 from Jalen Ellis, 4 from Logan Darenbaugh, and 2 apiece from Nate Schaefer and Lester York. That is your individual scoring recap there from the first half, which sees the number 1 seed Herrin Tigers leading the 16 seed Carrier Mills 50-32. If you missed our first game today, you missed a barn burner in overtime. Harrisburg defeated Hamilton County 60-52. And if you missed the end of regulation, Hamilton County had the ball down by 2, had an open look for 3. It was an air ball. It was put back up at the buzzer, but they did not start the clock in time. So, but they ended up counting the basket. We went to overtime, and Harrisburg prevailed to win by 8. To get the win and move into the winner side of the bracket. They will face the winner of this game, assumingly Herrin, tomorrow 1:45. If Carrier Mills cannot come back, they'll come back and play Hamilton County tonight at 10 o'clock in the consolation side of things. And Roger, would not be surprised if Hamilton County is able to go all the way and win that consolation championship on the left side of the bracket over the next 2 days.
Yeah, you and I had talked about it earlier, and they are the number 8 seed, which puts them the best on the left side of that. But it's, I know it's got to be disappointing for Hamilton County. They got a reprieve. They've got their second win there on that bucket there at the buzzer with the clock failed to start, and hopefully they can use that as some kind of impetus. We've talked about earlier. You want to play on the right side of the bracket, but you talk as a coach. You talk to your players. Say, look, guys, we win this consolation. We go 3-1.
Yep.
And we're going to play all 3 days. If you get second place, you're 3-1. If you get third, you're 3-1. You know, if you get the consolation championship, you're 3-1. So, to me, that's the key. Is you want to play some ball games because usually you've got a week off before the holiday tournament and at least a week off after. So you want to play as much as you can.
Looking at the rest of the schedule for today, coming up at I would say probably closer to noon than 11:30 will be Carterville and NCOE. Then at 1:45 will be Vienna and Edwards County. At 3:15 will be AJ and Fairfield. Then at 4:45 Massac County and Gallatin County. At 7 o'clock Eldorado and West Frankfort. And at 8:30 Carmi against Hardin County. And then at 10 o'clock tonight is Hamilton County against the loser of this game. We can go ahead and probably assume Carrier Mills against the Foxes tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We come back, we'll have the second half action for you. This is the 58th annual EHT on 97.3 WRUL.
Have what you need to make this New Year's Eve celebration one for the ages? If not, visit Smokin' Joe's Fireworks Store and let's blast our way into 2023. Buy one, get one free orange stickered items. Scan Joe's more than 80 big screens to preview your fireworks selections and get the big 500-gram cakes, plus the fun stuff for kids like sparklers and Roman candles, even assortment packs. Find Smokin' Joe's Fireworks on Facebook and at SmokinJoesFireworks.com. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6. And New Year's Eve. Call 270-389-0407. Get your boom boom for less.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor, Abby Mawson, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 618-842-4696. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Unofficially official.
Second half here at Duff Kingston is Herrin leading Carrier Mills 50-32. Cole Carter and Roger Hobbs with you. J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Asher Penrod with us. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, we appreciate you viewing or listening to our coverage of the 58th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We will have all 26 games over the next 3 days. Lots of basketball to be played in a very historic gym. Carrier Mills has the ball as we start the third quarter of play, an 18-point Herrin lead. Both teams have their starters out there. The left side with it, they go to a bounce pass down low, and Jonathan Harrison into the game for the first time for Herrin. He's going to turn the ball right back over to Hadley for Carrier Mills, and then it gets taken right back away from Herrin. So Jonathan Harrison, mentioned to you, Roger, earlier in the first half, a 6'5 junior. Also Xavier Williams, a 5'9 junior. Two guys that when I saw Herrin play Carmi earlier in the year, played some big roles, and they're playing for the first time today, right now, as Hayden Mayer had the open three off the inbounds pass, which is no good, and the rebound grab by Jalen Ellis for the Wildcats of Carrier Mills. 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter, 50-32. Tigers with the lead. Ellis between the circles. He'll dribble to his right, now back to his left. Bounce pass left side to Darren Baugh. He goes on the right top. This is Taylor with it. Taylor pass fake right, now tries to dribble to his left, picks it up, goes on the right side to Darren Baugh. Top of the circle, here's Ellis. Ellis dribbles left. Ellis gets inside now in the near corner, Darren Baugh. Darren Baugh tries to bounce it inside and throws it off the leg of Mayer, but it hit Darren Baugh outside, and that will be a turnover.
Got himself in a bind. He drove almost all the way underneath the goal and picked his dribble up, and when you're 5'4", you don't need to be in there among the trees.
Turnovers have been the name of the game for Carrier Mills.
19.
Wow, 19 turnovers in the first 2 quarters in 1 minute. And go inside to Harrison at the left elbow. They swing it around now near side to Billingsley. Billingsley goes around a screen. Now back to Lukens, top of the circle, left side to Williams. Williams tries to put it on the floor. Bounce pass to Mayer, dumps it off to Harrison, who gets inside and draws the foul. And Jonathan Harrison will go to the free throw line for 2.
Herrin is quick and athletic. I'm really impressed with their quickness, especially out of their big boys. They're doing getting a lot of movement, playing pretty good, solid man-to-man defense.
So Jonathan Harrison will shoot his first of 2 free throws. That one no good. And his second one is on the way. And that one no good as well. Rebound going to be grabbed by Ellis for Carrier Mills. An 18-point Herrin lead at 50-32. Ellis across the timeline. Gets double team, now picks up his dribble near midcourt. Have to dive on it. Going to be a jump ball with the arrow favoring Herrin.
That'll be a turnover.
Another one. 20.
You know, Herrin is shooting the ball well. They've only got off 12 shots in 16, almost 18 minutes.
50-32. Tigers with the lead in the ball. They go to Williams on the left top. He'll let a 3 fly, and that one's good. Mentioned Williams and the depth for Herrin off the bench. It's a prime example. 53-32, a 21-point lead. Taylor off to Ellis on the right top, a crossover. Ellis tries to get inside. He goes around Harrison.
Wow,
his shot no good. Had a good look, but he couldn't hit it. Now here comes Herrin on the fast break. Lukens up ahead to Williams, who goes up and missed the lay-in with the left hand. Mayer got the offensive rebound, and he drew the foul. We're going to call the foul on the floor. 5:50 to play here in the third quarter. 53-32, Herrin with the lead. Herrin the top seed, unbeaten, 9-0. Carrier Mills is the bottom seed, number 16. Harrison goes on the near side. Lukens catch and shoot 3 all alone, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Harrison. Second chance here for the Tigers. Mayer turns with a hook shot. That's up and good. Mayer's got 17. It might just be the number, Roger, but Hayden Mayer reminds me a lot of Larry Bird with the way he plays. The high arcing shots, and he can play inside, he can play outside. We have a timeout, a quick timeout called by Carrier Mills. We'll keep it here with Herrin dominating this one, trying to build that lead, leading by 23, 55-32. Again, coming up at probably closer to noon, we'll have Carterville against NCOE. That will end the morning session. Then at 1:45 will be Vienna against Edwards County. AJ and Fairfield coming up at 3:15.
A lot of good basketball left. You know, we talked about the previous game, the overtime game that Harrisburg won, being probably the best game. But there's, I think, going to be some good matchups here this afternoon.
I agree. And one that really sticks out to me is that AJ and Fairfield game. You know, Fairfield had some injuries early on in the year.
Right.
They were not a top 8 seed for the first time in probably close to a decade, if not longer, since they were not a top 8 seed in the CHT.
I got a text from Scott McElroy the other night. He said, I don't believe I bet 100 on us to win the tournament this year. And they've had a lot of success here. They've won it before.
They've been a contender pretty much every year, past decade or so. Nice drive by Darren Baugh down low, and he missed the shot. Rebound was grabbed by Harrison.
Second shot missed by Carrier Mills.
It's going to be a traveling violation called against Lukens. Yeah, you mentioned Fairfield, Roger. They won it back in 2018. They had a great team that year and lost in the championship the year after to Massac County.
But, you know, I say that was then.
Yep. Graduated a lot of seniors since that team.
And suffered some injuries.
Yep.
early, so Coach Mack does a good job. He'll get them straightened out.
Kerry Mills the other way, turns it over. 4-on-1 Herrin has, and it's going to be an open layup that time from Hayden Mayer once again. Or was that Billingsley? They're going to give it to Reese Billingsley, who scored there. He's got 4. 57-32, Herrin with the lead. And that one, a three-point shot from Hadley is no good. How about a second attempt from Taylor in the left corner is no good. Another offensive rebound by Schaefer. He gets it back over to Hadley. Hadley will get a screen, top of the circle to Ellis.
First offensive rebound for Kerry Mills.
4.5 to play in the third quarter, 57-32. Left side, here's Taylor trying to go around Harrison, and then Harrison will pick up the foul. 4:27 to play here in the third quarter, 57-32. Herrin has led the entirety of this game.
You know, the first quarter, though, 26-17, they played them to 9 points. And then only scored 15 cents.
Here's Hadley at the free throw line. He will get that one taken away, but they're going to call a traveling violation beforehand.
22
turnovers for the Kerry Mills Wildcats. Into the front court comes Lukens. Left side, Williams. He'll fire a 3 off one pass, and that one's up and good for Xavier Williams, who's got 6 points. He's hit a couple of 3-pointers in this third quarter.
7 of 13, so they're right at, or 7 of 15, right at 50%.
Here's Taylor into the front court. He'll get a screen from Hadley. Bounce it back to Hadley. Pass left side, taken away by Lukens. Lukens over to Harrison. Harrison goes up. The big man will miss the shot, and he will go to the free throw line for 2.
One of the things that impressed me with Herrin, their unselfishness.
Yeah.
And that was right there was a good illustration. You know, he could have had the layup, but left it for the trailer.
You know, obviously they have Mayer, who's a fantastic player. I believe he was an all-state honorable mention last season. But outside of Mayer, they don't really have one guy they lean on offensively. As Harrison's first free throw was up and good. It's a well-rounded effort. And that's why I mentioned in the pregame, they go 11, 12 guys deep, and all 12 of them can score 15, 10-plus points each night.
Well, you know, the old adage, there's no I in team.
Yeah.
And I think Herrin exemplifies that fact. Got them both.
Harrison hits both free throws. For those wondering, I would assume that a 30-point lead going into the fourth quarter would mean running clock. Herrin now leads by 30 at 62-32. Into the backcourt, it's Ellis who gets it across the timeline. Now cutting is Darren Baugh out in the near corner. Back to Ellis. Jab step, trying to go around Harrison. Now back to the right side. This is Taylor. Nearly got it poked away. Loose
good
ball.
Jump.
Taylor falls on it, and they will say jump ball.
Good jump switch there by. I'm impressed with Herrin's man-to-man defense.
They do a lot of things right, Roger.
They can flat get after you.
They do a lot of things right. Ellis will inbound, gets it into York.
Watch the trap. There it is.
He gets double teamed, but able to split it, and he'll pull this one out. 3:20 left to play in this third quarter, 62-32. Herrin with the lead. Darren Baugh, three-point shot, no good. Lukens the rebound up ahead to Billingsley, overthrew it. Throws it back to Darren Baugh, and a turnover there for Herrin as they were trying to do a little bit too much. And then Carrier Mills turns it right back over. Mayer up to Billingsley. He turns it back over as both teams with some sloppy passes, and then Carrier Mills stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Noon hour basketball.
Yeah, exactly. 3:01 to play here in the third quarter, 62-32. Again, Carterville and NCOE coming up after this game. Lukens goes left side to Williams. Jab step from Williams, back to Lukens, now near side to Billingsley. Bounce pass to Mayer down low. That pass deflected off the foot of Taylor. It will stay with the Tigers. Herrin will, assuming they hang on to win this game, will play Harrisburg tomorrow at 1:45. They have not played Harrisburg yet this season. Both being River to River schools. Billingsley to inbound, goes up to Harrison. Now Mayer, free throw line jumper is no good, and the rebound grab by Lester York. 62-32, Herrin with the lead. 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. They go left side to York, toss it back on the right side, Taylor. Taylor looks, now puts it on the floor on the right side, trying to go in the corner to York. That pass deflected and it goes out of bounds.
Had a good screen there on the left side that said he went the other way with it.
Couple of subs in the game for Sailor Shirts. He'll bring in Fox Connor as well as Taylor Brandon and Maddox Billingsley. As we see the NCOE basketball team making their way to the locker room, getting ready for the next game. Ellis puts on the floor, tries to get inside, goes right at
nice
Billingsley
move.
and lays it up and in. Jalon Ellis. He has 10 points for Carrier Mills, 62-34. Williams' free throw line jumper is no good. Rebound tap to Schaefer for Carrier Mills. 62-34. Taylor into the front court, picks up his dribble. Now goes back up, shot no good, and the rebound grabbed by Williams. Herrin comes the other way. Harris into the far corner. Now in the far corner to Taylor. Brandon with it. Brandon down low to Connor, and a good pass of that. Connor lays it up and in. That's Fox Connor, who has 6 points. 64-34. 98 seconds to play here in the third quarter as a timeout is going to be called by Carrier Mills at a full timeout, so we will take one as well. Back in 1 minute, it's the EHT on 97.3 WRUL.
Warm up with savings at your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
Hi, this is Jax Jordan. All of us at the Jordan Funeral Group hope you're enjoying the 58th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. While we always strive to win, we also recognize that loss is part of the game in basketball and in life. Count on our caring staff to help get through the toughest losses in life. Visit JordanFuneralGroup.com for resources to plan ahead for grief support and learn all about how we can help in your time of need. The Jordan Funeral Group, Campbell and Sendabag Funeral Homes, family owned and operated since 1954.
Final 95 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Herrin leading Carrier Mills 64-34. And game number 2 of this year's Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Cole Carter and Roger Hobbs with you. JC Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and Asher Penrod with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. They get it inside to Ellis. He tries to spin. Now
Good
steps
move.
through as Harrison grabbed the rebound. The shot was no good by Ellis, and Herrin comes the other way.
You know, Carrier Mills has gotten a little talent, just young. Playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores.
They go with a backdoor lob trying to get Harrison. That pass a little too hard, and it goes out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Carrier Mills.
10 turnovers for Herrin. Not quite the 24 that Carrier Mills has, though.
24 turnovers. Not going to win many games doing that. They're just 1-10 on the season.
They're shooting the ball well, but just not getting enough shots.
Final minute here in the third quarter. 64-34, Herrin with the lead. Schaefer, a new player, is into the game for Carrier Mills, and is going to be Carson Van Dyke. Ellis on the right top, far corner Van Dyke, bounced backdoor pass to Ellis, who goes up and somehow hit that shot over Connor. So Jalon Ellis has 12 points. Final 40 seconds, 64-36 as Taylor Brandon goes inside and draws a foul against Schaefer.
Oh, frustrated with himself.
37.8 seconds to play here in the third quarter, 64-36. Herrin with the lead. The inbounds pass to Williams, now to Harrison, far side into the hands of Brandon. His three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound grabbed by Billingsley. He'll go back up and lay it in. Maddox Billingsley with the offensive board and the putback. He's got 12 points for the Tigers, and their lead back up to 30 at 66-36. Ellis in the far corner, it's Schaefer. Now 10 seconds in the hands of Darrenbaugh. Top of the circle to York, and he traveled. They almost let him get by with it, but he travels with 5.4 seconds left on the clock. So Herrin has it, 66-36. They get it into Williams across the timeline. Williams goes left. Now it's Brandon, three on the way. Got it at the buzzer. Taylor Brandon for three. And the Herrin lead up to 33 at 69-36 as we go to the fourth quarter here in game number 2 of the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Whether you need to move grain or other agricultural products, you just feel more confident counting on a family-owned transportation company. And with SGI Transportation, customers are part of that family. We understand the weight of your work, feeding the world. The reliable, dedicated drivers at SGI Transportation keep your product and operation moving at all hours. Because when family has a need, SGI Transportation answers that call. Find SGI Transportation on Facebook or call 618-968-2471. SGI Transportation, the most trusted name in trucking.
Southeastern Illinois College is teaming up with Farrell Hospital again to bring you the world-famous Howl at the Moon dueling pianos on Saturday, February 11th. Tickets are $35 per person, $60 per couple, $250 per table. Visit bidpal.net/concert 2023 for tickets. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. with an Italian dinner buffet by Chef Michael until 7. Photos by Epic Snap Photo, Balloon Pop, Silent Auction, and the show starts at 7. Join SIC and Farrell Hospital for a night of dancing, music, and fun with Dueling Pianos Concert for a cause.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Eldorado. Game number 2 of this year's EHT as Herrin has the basketball and a big lead. 69-35 over Carrier Mills. And they're going to count the basket on a pass inside to Jonathan Harrison, and there will be running clock for the remainder of this game.
Carrier Mills has shot 20 times. Herrin has put up 50.
Harrison's N1 free throw is no good, but the offensive rebound grab by Billingsley. And he tries to throw one back up, but Fox Connor is there for the rebound, and he goes up and scores. 8 points for Fox Connor. And the Tiger lead is now 73-36.
And a running clock.
7:10 to play in this ball game, and as Roger mentioned, running clock the rest of the way. Coming up after this game will be Carterville and NCOE. Joey Lane will steal my seat, and him and Roger will have that one for you. Here's Taylor on the right top. Over to Ellis. Between the circles, now drives in with the left hand, puts up a shot. It is no good, and the rebound grab by Williams for the Herrin Tigers. Herrin coming the other way. Williams gets inside. Brandon corner 3 on the way. That one's up and good for Taylor Brandon. That kid can shoot. Probably one of the best shooters in the gym right now.
9 3-pointers for the Tigers.
They love to shoot. 75-36, a 39-point advantage for Herrin. Oh, 40-point lead, 76-36. As that 3 from the Wildcats is no good. Williams, the rebound coming the other way for Herrin. Far corner, that's going to be a 3-point shot from Billingsley. It's no good, and the rebound grabbed by Schaefer for Carrier Mills. 6 minutes to play, 76-36. Into the front court comes Taylor, gets inside, spins against Harrison. His shot blocked by Harrison, and Fox Connor the rebound. Baseball pass up ahead, trying to go to Brandon, is taken away by Schaefer. And then it's poked away by Schaefer. Gets it back over to Harrison, and there's nearly a two-handed flush. He can dunk it. Didn't have that much of a, I guess we could say, a running start to it. He's got 6, though, with the soft layup.
Go gently into that good night. And he did.
78-36. Herrin with the lead. Final 5.5 to play.
Well, Herrin does a good job on that jump switch off the screens.
Taylor, the Eagle logo on the right side, getting around Brandon, gets inside, puts up a floater off glass, no good. Offensive rebound here by Van Dyke and the Wildcats. Taylor, that pass taken away. Now Harrison has it, and Harrison will just pull this one out, and we'll have to kill some more clock as we approach the 5-minute mark here on this one. 78-36, Herrin with the lead. Well, I was thinking the spread might be around 50 or so points, but not sure if Herrin will get that big of a lead. Carrier Mills played well early on, only trailed by 9 at the end of the first quarter. It's really been all Tigers ever since.
Yeah, they had 17 points in the first quarter, and they've only got 19 since.
Harrison goes near corner. Brandon 3 on the way. It's
automatic.
Nearly automatic for that kid.
Yeah. Give me the ball and go play defense.
14 points off the bench for Taylor Brandon. And we are at the 4.5-minute mark in this fourth quarter. 81-76, 36. Tigers with the lead. Driving
Good
in
move.
is Taylor with the right-handed shot, and it's up and good. Eli Taylor has 11 points. Go up ahead to Fox Connor, back to Brandon on the right top. And we're going to have a quick timeout for Sailor Shirts to get some subs in. He'll
Another bunch.
bring
Line
in
change.
5 new players. And he'll give his, not really even his starters. They play like they're starters.
Yeah.
Final 4:12 to play. They have stopped the clock to get in the new subs. 81-38. Tigers with the advantage. They will move on to face Harrisburg tomorrow at 1:45. Get it into Mason Cole. Cole looks, goes on the near side to Christ. Christ near corner. ST's back to Fox. He'll go far side to Cole. Far corner to Weber. Back to Cox, far side Christ. He lets a 3 fly. It's no good. A rare 3-point miss for Herrin in the second half. And rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a good call, the timeout there by Shirts.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a dead ball, you can't get your subs in. And kind of go from there.
Final 3:38 to play in the ball game. 81-38. Herrin with the lead. Nearly 2 opposite games we've had today. An overtime thriller between Harrisburg and Hamilton County. And a big win for Herrin, which really is the surprise of nobody. Hadley trying to get down inside, lost the dribble, and it's taken away by Mason Cole at the other end. Correction, it's Cameron Christ, whose layup is no good, and the rebound off the hands of Ellis. It will stay with Herrin for a second chance here with 3:09 to play in the fourth quarter. 81-38. Tigers with the lead. Get it inside now to Cole. He'll pull this one out under 3 minutes to play. On the far side, Christ. They go left side to Cole. Back top of the circle, SD's in the far corner to Christ. He puts it on the floor. Back in the far corner to Cox down low. Swings it across. SD's threw that one away. Gets it back over to Christ, who drives in. Herrin looking to kill as much clock as they can with just 2.5 to play. And a 3-point shot from Mason Cole is up and good. Everybody on this Herrin roster can shoot.
I was just wondering how many different players have hit threes for them.
It's a lot.
Wow.
I believe everybody that has played for Herrin today has scored.
Just an example with Herrin, you've got to guard all 5 or all 10, whoever's in there. You got to guard them all.
84-38 your score. In the near corner, they get it over to Ellis on the left top. Ellis with a crossover, gets inside, puts a shot up, and it's no good. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 as he was fouled there on the drive with 2 minutes to go and counting. 84-38. Herrin with the lead. They lead by 46 points.
Ellis, just a sophomore. He showed some moves out there.
First free throw there for Ellis is up and good. Ellis with 12 points today.
Excuse me.
13 now, him and Hadley both. Hadley has scored 12, Taylor with 11, and I don't think Ellis has missed a free throw. He's got 14 now.
They're 11 of 15. They've hit their last 10 in a row.
84-40. Cox goes far side with it, now top of the circle to Christ. He'll let a 3 fly on the right wing, no good, and the rebound going to be grabbed by Van Dyke for Carrier Mills. Final 1:10 to play in this one. 84-40. Ellis lets one fly from the free throw line. That one's up and good. 16 points for Ellis. SD's near side. Picks up his dribble. Now cutting his Cox down low. Hands it back off. They swing it around left side. This is Cole with it. Far side, Christ. Under a minute to play. 3-point shot on the way from Weber is up and good.
Another one.
Telling you, everybody on this Herrin team can shoot.
And that's his first 3, isn't it?
I believe it's his first points today.
Yeah.
He's the first. He is the last Tiger to score, I guess, of everybody that's played. Final 30 seconds. Carrier Mills has the ball. Here's Hadley on the right top. Hadley trying to get a screen. Thought about stepping back for 3. Now it's Ellis who lost it. Loose ball, and Cox will take it away here in the final 20 seconds. Herrin with an 87-42 lead, and I think they're going to win by that score as well. They'll dribble this one out with Cole on the far side, and that will be all she wrote here for the first 2 games of this year's EHT. Harrisburg upsets Hamilton County, but Herrin runs over Carrier Mills, 87-42 the final score. The Tigers stay unbeaten, and they will advance to play Harrisburg tomorrow afternoon at 1:45. Meanwhile, Carrier Mills will come back tonight at 10 o'clock to play Hamilton County in the consolation bracket. We will step aside for a 30-second break. We come back while post-game stats for you and get you ready for Carterville and NCOE right here on 97.3 WRUL.
At Top Shelf Discounters, our business model is high quality, brand new home furnishings at deeply discounted prices. Find us at 215 North Walnut Street, Carmi, Saturdays 10 to 2 or by appointment. And follow Top Shelf Discounters on Facebook for weekly promotions and giveaways.
Do Over Decor and Boutique North City, your home for the latest styles and trends for women of all ages, featuring boutique clothing, decor, jewelry, handbags, gourmet foods, and more. Plus, Whitley's Coffee House provides a fun, relaxing environment in store. Find Do Over Decor and Whitley's Coffee House in North City and on social media.
Herrin defeats Carrier Mills this morning, 87-42 the final score. The Tigers improve to an unbeaten 10-0 on the year. They'll go to the winner's side of the bracket and play Harrisburg tomorrow at 1:45. Carrier Mills falls to 1-11. They'll play Hamilton County tonight at 10 o'clock in the consolation bracket. Scoring-wise, Herrin was led by Hayden Mayer with 19 points, according to my stat sheet. Maddox Billingsley had 12. Reese Billingsley with 4. 3 from Kyrie Slukins. 9 from Fox Connor, 3 from Mason Cole, 14 from Taylor Brandon, 4 from Grady Cox, 4 from Cameron Christ, 3 points from Keegan Weber, 6 points from Xavier Williams, and 6 points as well from Jonathan Harrison. For Carrier Mills, they were led in scoring by Jalen Ellis, who had 16 points, 4 from Logan Darenbaugh, 12 points from Robbie Hadley, 11 points from Eli Taylor, 2 apiece from Nate Schaefer and Lester York. Again, final score, Herrin wins at 87-42. Roger, you got team stats for us?
Yeah, the shooting, Herrin ends up 22 of 39 on twos, 12 of 24 on threes. They shoot 54%. Carrier Mills, all you can say is bless their hearts. They go 13 of 19 from twos. 3 of 7 from threes. They shoot 16 of 26. You shoot 60% and get beat, what was it, 87-42. 87-42. So you get beat 45 points. You shoot 60% from the field, but they had 29 turnovers.
Yeah.
And so, hey, they didn't back off.
Yeah,
they took it to them.
You're exactly right. And I think if you're head coach Austin Farrell, that game had to be what you expected. You wanted to play hard and maybe keep it close early on. I think it was a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter. But, this Herrin team, Roger, I'm not sure if anybody is going to be able to beat them in this tournament or this year in general. But give credit to Carrier Mills really putting up a fight and trying to make it a game early on. But the Tigers will improve and will advance, again, to face Harrisburg tomorrow at 1:45. And Carrier Mills will be back tonight against Hamilton County.
I was going to say that Jalon Ellis, the sophomore from Carrier Mills, was impressive. Just a sophomore, so, things look bright for the Cats down the road.
Yeah, only 2 seniors on the roster for Carrier Mills this season. That's going to wrap things up for game number 2. I will give my headset over to Joey Lane for the next game between NCOE and Carterville, the 4 seed and the 13 seed here for game number 3. Then coming up later on at 1:45 will be Vienna and Edwards County. It's AJ and Fairfield at 3:15, and Massac County and Gallatin County will wrap up the afternoon session at 4:45. 3 more games coming up later on tonight. It's an action-packed day here at the 58th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. We'll step aside. Carterville and NCOE coming up next right here on 97.3